Now we built this country on busted backs and with bloody knuckles. And now we're the ones being forced out. And that's because they never wanted us to stick around after the work was done. They just needed us to show up and shut up and then disappear. And you feel that little sting on the back of your neck, people. Well, that's not just anger, that's that sting of betrayal. Because you see, we were raised to believe in the American dream. And we all bought into it wholeheartedly. That if you worked hard and you stayed true, you could make it in this country. This, after all, is what they call the land of milk and honey. Just keep your head down and push through and do what's asked of you. But somewhere along the way, people, the rules got changed and nobody bothered to tell us it. So after all that hard work and dedication and all that missed time with our families, all we really got in return was stress and broken down bodies and lies and fuck ton of debt. And so that middle class dream that we were promised became more like a nightmare or a trap. Because that house with the picket fence and the kids and the pension, well, that was all just a carrot on the stick that they used to lead us around and get what they wanted. And in reality, after all those promises that were made to us, all we got in the end were their leftovers. And guess what they got? Oh, they got really rich. And then they go and forget who built this country. Because if you let them tell it, well, they built it. But no, people. In reality, this country was built on the backs of the common people, just like you and just like me. With our sweat, our blood, and our sacrifice. And now, after all that, they have the nerve to tell us that, well, we're no longer needed. And that one thing that we worked so tirelessly for, and we dreamed about it from the day we started working. Retirement, well, that's gone now too. And it's like, they could really care less. Like it doesn't concern them. And you look around the country, and I know it's not just me, I know you see it too. Everything's getting higher and higher, except our wages. Gas and food and rent, they all have went up so much. But our wages, well, they haven't went up. They've been flat since around the mid 2000s. And if you really look at it, the system isn't broken. It was built that way. It's operating exactly like it should operate. And they told us it was broken so they could pretend like they fixed it so we would look away while they did what they were really going to do over here. Distraction. You know, like I know people, though, you can't fix what isn't broken. And that's why the system isn't fixed yet. They've been fixing this system for how many years now? And when you really stop and think about it, it's sad, people, because after everything that we've given and sacrificed for our country, which I'm not complaining, but we've given a lot. We've given our time and our blood and our sweat and our tears. And now they have the nerve to look at us with a straight face and tell us that, well, we cost too much. We're too expensive. As if you could put a price on a man's worth or his life even. We've earned this. We're not. I can tell you what they really want, people. They really want is the labor without the man attached to it. That's why they continue to try to trade us in for apps and AI and all kind of automations. They're really trying to replace us. Because in the end, they'll do anything in this world humanly possible to get around paying us what we really are worth. And so then you have to stop and pause and ask yourself, where does that leave us? Because we are the same men who kept this country running when the whole world shut down. Remember that? We took the risk and we came out of our house and we made sure that this country had what it needed when it needed it. We didn't second guess. We didn't ask questions. We did what was required and what was asked of us. And now they treat us like line items, like we're disposable or we're in the way some kind of way. Like we've outlived our usefulness. Really? But here's the truth, people. And this is coming straight from Unc's mouth. No matter what they tell us, and no matter what they try to make us believe, that this country still runs on the backs of the common men. And we are the common men. We're the cogs in the wheel that make that wheel go round. We always have been, and we always will be. And we're not asking for anything that we haven't earned, you know? We're not begging or asking for handouts or looking for pity or sympathy. We don't need that. We've never needed that. What we are asking for is what we're worth, to be paid what we're worth. You know, what we gave up years of our lives for, and time with our family, and our broken backs, and the promises that and lies, hell, that we made, and that we even told ourselves. You know, we deserve what we're worth. And more than that, what we really want is just a fair shot at a life in a country that we helped build, a chance to breathe again, and feel like men, and feel wanted and needed and appreciated in a society that, again, we helped to build. You know what else would be nice? And maybe it's just me, but I'm pretty sure it's not. How about a little common dignity and respect? Don't all men deserve that, regardless? And they may act like they don't see us, or even want us around, or thank us anymore. But listen to this, and listen to this carefully. I can tell you one thing for certain, two things for sure. They damn sure still need us, because we built this place brick by brick with our hands, our sweat, and our determination. And they can't do that, because if they could, they would have done it already. And the new men, oh, I don't even want to get on them. They can tweet and they can post on social media, and they all in their feelings, but they can't torque a fucking bolt. And they couldn't build a doghouse if their life depended on it. So you know what that tells me? That tells me one thing, that no matter what, we're still needed. And the best part, people, we're not going anywhere. And they may try to write us out of the story, and I'm pretty sure that they will. But we're still here, and we're still standing strong. If you're feeling down, or worn down, or overlooked, or pushed aside, or pushed out, or any number of other things that they're trying to do to us, don't let them break you. Stand strong. Believe in yourself. Even when the world tries to make you doubt who you are or what you're worth. Because in reality, people, we've already survived more than most people could ever handle. And that's the truth. And those two things will get better. And it may take a little time. It won't be overnight. I'm pretty sure of that. And we may have to do a little fighting for it. But trust me when I tell you, better days are coming. They're on the horizon. So hold your head up and keep moving forward. And know in your heart, too, you're worth more than they'll ever admit. And believe in yourself, people. Because you know what? This story's not this story's not over. This story is far from over. And the best part about it is, the best is yet to come. And that's the reality. Let's stand strong in solidarity, and fight for what's right, and fight for what we deserve. They say we're too expensive. How do you put a price on experience? You know? How do you put a price on a man's worth? You can't. And you shouldn't try to. And if you have any stories of being overlooked, or pushed out, or pushed aside, or just done wrong, drop them down in the comments. Let's talk about this. I'm sure I can't be the only one feeling some kind of way about this particular subject, especially at this time in this country. It's like we can't be men anymore. It's looked down, you know? Why? Why should we have to change who we are and who we've worked so hard to become, because it's no longer cool, or in fashion? The hell with that. At any rate, hey, thanks for pulling up a chair, letting me get in your ear. I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave all day, though I could. You got anything you want to talk about, drop it down in the comments below, and let's get on it. As always, take care of yourself and each other. I'm Unc. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, brothers.